command, select query. What is this? What is this is called? This whole thing is called query, but this individual parts, there are two, select and from. What are they called? They are called clauses. The whole thing is called query. The each part is called clause. 1 second. Suppose assume SQL equal to what? English. SQL is a language. English is also language. SQL equal to English. In English, how you communicate in English? By using what? Sentences. Yes or no? Okay, na? English, you use sentences. In SQL, we use what? Queries. So if SQL equal to English, a query equal to what? Sentence. What is sentence? Is group of words. Sentence contains words, made up of words. And the query is made up of what? Clauses. That's all. Understood? Then, so if SQL equal to English, a query equals to sentence. So sentence is made of words and queries are made of what? Clauses. Okay, then. Yet there are two clauses here. One clause is from clause, another one is select. Okay, there are two clauses. One is from, one is select. So from, what for from? See, why you submit this query to SQL server? Okay, na? Why you submit this query? Because you want to see the data. Why you submit this query? You want to see the data. If you want to see the data, what you have to tell SQL server? Because database contains only one table. No, database contains what? Number of tables. Then what you must tell SQL server? Which table you want to see? Which table you want to see? Then you have to tell, you specify that in what? From. You specify that in from. If you say from EMP means SQL server understand that user want the data from EMP table. From customer means SQL server understand that user want the data from customer table. So in from you specify table name. Now, what is table contains? Rows and columns. Which columns you want to see? Specify that in select. Which table you want to see? From. Which columns you want to see? Select. Okay, then. So, like in from, you specify what? Table name. In select, specify what? Column names. Specify columns. Which columns you want to see? Okay, then. Otherwise, you can write star. What is star means? Star means what? All columns. Selecting star means selecting all the columns. Okay, then. So then, so this is like how to write. For example, let's see, what I want is display all the data from EMP table. Display all the data from EMP table. I want to see all the data from EMP table. Then how to write? Okay, na? You want to see all the data. Then how to tell SQL server? Select what? Star from EMP. So SQL server understand that user want the data from user want all the data from EMP table. Okay, then. So run this query, execute this query, select star from EMP. Select star from EMP. So what this query displays? This displays what? All the data from EMP table. Complete table is displayed or not? Yes. Okay. Then. So selecting star means selecting what? All columns. Selecting star means all columns. I don't want to see all the columns. I want to see specific columns. Like I want to see employee names and salaries. Then I want to see employee names and salaries. What? Select what? E-name, comma, salary. Select E-name, comma, salary. If you want specific, then type the column names. Names are there in E-name. Salaries are there in sal from EMP. So from EMP table, what it will show? It will show names and salaries. From table, it will show the names and salaries. So run this command. This command is showing what? This command is showing names and what's it? Salaries. Okay, then. So now I want to see the name, salaries, jobs. Then E-name, comma, salary, comma, job from EMP. Name, salary, job. Okay, then whatever you select, it will show. Table is there, but from table you are displaying. Whatever you select, it will show. Then, like you want to see hide dates, then select hide date. So it will show hide dates. You want to see all the data, then select what? Star. Select star, then it will show all the data. Clear? No. Then, so if you want all, say star. If you want specific, type the column name separated by comma. Sir, okay now? Then. But if you see this, like it is showing what? Okay, na? It is showing what's it? What it is showing? It is showing all the rows also. It is showing all the rows. Okay, all the rows. But I don't want to see all the rows. I want to see particular row. I want to see 103 details. I want to see employee whose name is Rahul. I want to see clerk details. I want to see employees earning more than 5,000. I want to see employees joined in 2020. I want to see employees who do not belong to 10th department. So from table, I don't want all the data. I want to see specific employees data. Understood? I don't want to see all the data. I want to see specific employees data. If you want to see specific employees data, what you have to do? You have to apply what? Where class. Where class. Okay, where class. So in SQL Server, like one most important is displaying the data. Select query. Okay, then if you say, I know SQL means what they expect is, they expect writing queries. Okay, na? In this SQL, if you say I know SQL means they expect writing queries. In writing queries, the most important is what, sir? The select query. Like number of queries are there: create table, insert query, update query, delete query. But most important is select query. In select query, important is what's it? Where clause. Writing the where condition is important. Okay, now then. So now what for this is used? Okay, what for this is used? So this where clause used to get what? Used to get what? Specific row or rows from table based on a condition. So to get specific rows from the table based on a condition. To get specific rows from the table based on a condition. Okay. And my table contains number of rows, but I don't want to see all the employees data. I want to see particular employees data. Then we use what? Where. How to use where clause? You have to use like this. Again, select what? Columns from table name. Next one, where here you write what? Condition. So select columns from table name where condition. Select columns from table name where condition. Okay, now. So like which table you want to see? Where you specify? Which table you want to see? Where you specify? From. Which columns you want to see? Select. Which rows you want to see? Where? Which table you want to see? Which columns you want to see? Which rows you want to see? Where? That's all. Table means rows and columns. Which columns you want to see? Which rows you want to see? But in select, you write column names. You write what? Column names. But in where, you don't write row name. Rows are not having names. Columns are having names, but row is not having names. Like R1, R2, row 1, row 2, like this. It is not having the names. That's why here you write what? Condition. Okay, na? Here you write what? Condition. So in select, you write column names. From you write table name. But in where you write condition. Okay, then which table, which columns, which rows. How to write condition? How to write condition? In programming languages, you write condition by using if. You write if condition, yes or no? But here you write condition by using what? Where? In programming languages, you write condition by using if. But here we use what? Where? How to write condition? How to write condition? You write condition like this. What is that? Is column name operator value. You write condition like this. Column name operator value. Okay, na? Then OP. What is OP? Operator. But which operator? Which operator? Which operator? Can we write condition like, you know, the programming languages, any C language? Can we write a condition like this? A plus B. Can we write a condition like this? No. This is not a condition. This is not a condition. Can we write a condition like this? A greater than B? Yes. A greater than B is a condition? Yes. Is A plus B is a condition? No. Listen, condition means should return true, false. Condition should return what? True, false. Is A plus B returns true, false? No, A plus B returns what? Value. Let's say 10 plus 20 returns 30. It will not return true, false. But condition should return what? True or false. Suppose if I write 10 greater than 20, yes, it is a condition. Because this returns what? Either true or false. 10 greater than 20, false. If it is greater than, true. If it is not greater than, false. Yet 10 is not greater than 20. Returns what? False. So understood now? Here you write condition, bus condition should return true or false. Okay, then. Now tell me which operator. So if we use arithmetic operators returns what? Value. Arithmetic expression returns what? Value. Relational expression returns what? True or false. That means now here where condition is arithmetic expression or relational expression? Relational expression. Okay, then. So condition is what, sir? Condition is what? Condition is what? Relational expression. It's not arithmetic expression. It is a relational. So then that means OP must be any relational operator. Like what? Greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. OP must be any relational operator like greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. Then okay, then so okay, conditional relational expression that returns true, false. That returns true, false. Okay, then. So if condition is what? True. If condition true, okay, then row is selected. If condition false, row is not selected. If condition true, row is selected. If condition false, row is not selected. Okay, then now let's see example. Then let's see the example. So one second. What I'm asking is display employee details whose ID equals to 103. So display employee details whose ID equals to what? 103. I want to see 103 details. Then tell me what? How to write? My table contains number of employees data, but I am not interested in all the employees data. I want to see 103 details. Then select star from EMP where ID. This is employee ID. But what is the column name in table? EMP ID. You have to use the column names. But in question is asking ID, but simply here you cannot write ID equal to 103. It will not work. It gives error. ID is not there. What is there in the table? EMP ID is there. You have to use the column names. EMP ID. Okay, then select star from EMP where ID equals to 103. Okay, now then. So if you submit the query like this, then what? It goes to what it does. It goes to the table. It goes to the first one. What is the ID? 100. Condition what? False. Condition true na false? False. If condition false, not selected. Condition true, row is selected. And it go to 101. False, not selected. 102, false. 103, true, selected. Row is selected. Okay. But what values are displayed? Because you said what? Star. Because you said star. Then 103, all the values are displayed. Because you said star now. So it will show 103 details then. Next, it go to next one. 104. Condition false, not selected. 105, false. So then from table, what is selected is 103. Okay. It is selecting 103, but it is showing all the details because you said what? Select star. But I want to see 103 salary. Then I want to see 103 salary. Then select what? Sal. Select sal. Then it will show only what? Salary. 103 salary. I want to see 103 name and salary. Then e-name comma salary. Then it will show name and salary. Okay, na? Sir, understood? Which row? Which row is selected? Depends on where. Which values, which columns you want to see. Write it in select. Which row you want to select. Write it in where. Which columns you want to see. Write it in select. Okay, then you want to see all the details of 103. Select star. Then it will show all the details. You want to see 103 name. So then select only name. You want to see 103 name and salary. Select e-name comma salary. That's all. Understood? If this where is not there, then if the where is not there, then but it will show all the employees. Where is not there, boss? Then it will select what? All rows. It will select all the rows. If where is there, then particular row. If where is not there, then all the rows. All the rows, but what is displayed? Name and salary. Okay, na? Clear, be clear. Understood that? Now, so it can be not only based on ID, it can be based on name also. Like, for example, it can be based on name. Then what is display? What? Okay, na? Display employee details whose name equals to Rahul. I want to see the employee details name equal to Rahul. Okay, then how? Select what? Star. Select star from EMP where names are there in e-name. Yes, e-name equals to what? Rahul. Name equals to Rahul. So select star from EMP, name equals to Rahul. So what this query gives? Then Now, so it goes to the table. Okay, it goes to the table. It goes to the first one. What is the name? Sachin. Condition false, not selected. Next one, condition true, selected. False, 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 false. So it go to one by one, checks condition true or false. If true selected, false not selected. Okay, understood then. So this will select only the employee name is Rahul. Then okay, na? Understood? No. Next, for example, I'll ask employee details earning more than 5,000. I want to see the employee details earning more than 5,000. Then select start from EMP where sal greater than 5,000. Select star from EMP where sal greater than 5,000. If sal greater than 5,000, selected. Otherwise not. Okay, now. So it goes to the table. Now it goes to the table and go to the first one. Salary greater than 5,000? No. Salary greater than 5,000? Yes, selected. Greater than 5,000? Yes. Greater than 5,000? No, no, no. How many are there? Only two. There are two. So earning more than 5,000. Okay, now then if I give greater than or equals to 5,000 also selected, it will select 5,000 also. 5,000 is also included. Yes. If you don't give equal to, then 5,000 is not included. Got it? And now you tell me, suppose what I want to see employees joined after 2020. Select what? Star from EMP where hide date what? Joined after 2020. Where is the join date? Join date is there in hide date. So joined after 2020, 21, 22 like this. Then greater than 2020, 2020. Hide date greater than 2020. Will it work? This gives error. This gives error. Why? Hide date is what type? Date type. 2020 is what type? Integer type. Incompatible with small int. Date is incompatible with small int. That means you are comparing date with integer. Date cannot be compared with integer. Date must be compared with date. Integer must be compared with integer. But you are comparing date with integer. That is not allowed. That's why it is giving what? Error. Then tell me how to write this. You have to give like date. This is not date, na? Give date. Said joined after 2020 means, can I say like this? Joined after 31st December 2020. After 2020 means after 31st December 2020. Yes or no? Then can I write like this? After 31st December 2020. How? SQL server format. 2020. Next one 12 31st. I date is greater than 2020 December 31st means joined after 2020 or not? Yes or no? Yes. Then now it will work. Now it will work. Why? Because what is the left side is what type? Date type. Right side is what type? Date type. Comparison is allowed? Yes. Now what is this gives? 21, 22, 21, 22, 22. All are joined after 20, after 2020. Yes. Then, sir, if we give 2020, then what this gives? Error. Because date cannot be compared with integer. Then you have to give like this. Then it will work. Okay. Next. Okay. And I'll ask employees joined before 2022. Then before 2022, 21, 20 like that. Before 22. Then what? I date should be less than 2022. So joined before 2022 means joined before January 1st, 2022. Yes or no? After 20 means after 31st December 2020. Before 2022 means before January 1st, 2022. Yes or no? Then how to write? I date less than 2022 01 01. 01 means January. The 01 is date. So then I date is less than this. I date is less than this means joined before 2020. Yes or no? Then so this is just how to write where conditions by using different operators equal to, greater than, less than. Okay, then now let's see. There are two. One is joined in 20. One is joined in 21 before 2022. Yes or no? 2021. Okay, then understood. Okay, then but this is how you write what? This is how you write what, sir? Where condition. Okay, but any you can it can be based on any field. It can be based on ID, name, salary, height, date, DNO, anything. It can be based on any field. Got it? But here, how many conditions you are writing? In all these examples, how many conditions you applied? Only one condition. Always you have only one condition? No. Sometimes you have what? Multiple conditions also. Users may be having what? Multiple. Searching now, searching the data. So when they are searching the data, sometimes they will be having what? Multiple conditions. Okay, na? Then like suppose let's example, you go to Amazon. Okay, then What it is showing? It is showing what's it? The list of products that Amazon sells. The list of products that Amazon sells. Different category of products. Yes or no? The different category of products that Amazon sells. I don't want to see all these products. I want to see mobile phones. Okay, na? Planning to buy mobile phone. You are planning to buy mobile phone. You select only mobiles. When you select mobiles, background it's converted into query. Select star from products where category equal to mobiles. Background it's converted into query. Select star from products where category equals to what? Mobiles. Okay, na? That query is sent to Amazon server. Amazon server will execute the query, returns all the products satisfying the condition to the web page. Sir, okay now? Then. So now it is showing what's it? Now what it is showing? It is showing what's it? Mobiles. Now it is showing different mobile phones and accessories. Okay. Now, but when you want to buy mobile phone, you have only one condition, mobile phones. No, maybe you have multiple conditions. You want to see your range is 10,000 to 20,000. You want to buy the mobile phone price between 10,000 to 20,000. So there is an option here, 10,000 to 20,000. You click this. When you click this, now you are applying second condition. Already you applied one condition. Now you are applying what? Second condition. What is the second condition? Price between 10,000 and 20,000. Now you apply two conditions. One is mobile phones price between 10,000 and 20,000. Now you see that it is showing only the mobile phones price between 10 to 20,000. Okay, na? Next, but I want to see only Samsung brand or Redmi brand. I want to see only Redmi brand. So select Redmi. Okay, na? Then you're applying third condition. What is that third condition? Brand equals to Redmi. Brand equals to Redmi. So it is showing only Redmi brand mobile phones. So total how many conditions you applied? 3 conditions. When you are search for some data, maybe you have multiple conditions. Same thing, I want to do the same thing in SQL server. I want to apply the multiple conditions. So what is that is called? That is called compound condition. When you write multiple condition, that is called what? Compound condition. What is compound condition? So multiple conditions combined with what? And or operators is called what? Compound condition. Multiple conditions combined with and or operators is called compound condition. Okay, then so when you write multiple conditions, compulsory what? Between two, either you have to use and or you have to use or. Either you have to use and or you have to use or. Okay, then what is the result? Already you know. This is true. This is also true. What is the result? True. This is true. This is false. Result is false. This is false. This is true. Result is false. Both are false. Result is also false. Okay. If both conditions are true, then returns true. Otherwise returns false. Both must be true. Okay. Then next condition. Suppose condition either you use and or you use or. You can use and or you can use or. Okay. Then both are true. Then result is what? True. So first one is true, second one is false. Then result is true. First one false and next one is true. Then result is what? True. Both are false. Both are false. Then false. Both are false. Result is false. Okay. Then if both conditions are true, result is true. Then here, if at least one condition is true, result is what's that? True. Tell me, when we use n, when we use r? When we use n, when we use r? When we use and, both conditions must be satisfied. Then and at least one condition should be satisfied, or both must be satisfied and at least one must be satisfied. Then or. So based on that, you have to decide either you have to use and or you have to use or. Okay, now then. So once again, just see, for example, I written something like this. What is where? Let's see, category equal to what? Mobiles and price less than 20,000. Category equal to mobiles and price less than 20,000. I given like this. If I give like this, then tell me what are selected? Products is, product must be a mobile phone, price less than 20,000. Will it select TVs? Will it select TVs? No. Will it select laptops? No. Okay, na? There is a Apple iPhone that costs 80,000. Selected or not selected? Not selected. Selected na, category is mobiles now. But price is not less than 20,000 because both must be true. It must be mobile phone. It must be less than 20,000. Okay, then. So both conditions must be true. Then only selected. For example, I use R here. I use R. I use R. TVs are selected. TVs are selected. Maybe. If TV cost is less than 20,000, TV is selected. Laptop is selected. Maybe. Laptop cost is less than 20,000, selected. iPhone is selected. Yes. Because its category is what? Mobiles. iPhone category is what? Mobiles now. So iPhone is selected. So that means if it is R, in these two, at least one should be true. At least one condition should be true. In these two conditions, at least one condition is satisfied, selected. If we use and means, both must be true. Both must be true. Now, we'll write some examples on our table. This is our table. Okay, then. So, for example, I'll ask display employees working as clerk, manager. I want to see clerks and managers. Then how? I want to see the clerks and managers data. Then what? Select star from EMP where what? Job equals to clerk. Can I write comma manager? Can I write job equal to clerk, manager? No, I cannot write like this because equal to is used to compare with how many values? One value. You cannot compare with multiple values. Equal to is always used to compare with one, but you cannot use to compare with multiple. Yes or no? Then you cannot write like this. Job equals to clerk. Next, job equals to manager. Then, so this is one condition. This is one condition. Tell me end or huh? End. End means what? Both must be true. Employee must be clerk. Employee must be manager. Then let's see 1 second. It go to the first one. What is the job? Clerk. First condition, true. Second condition, false. Selected or not selected? Not selected. Employee is clerk, but is not manager. End means both must be true, na? Then, but is clerk. Okay. Then what is the next one? Analyst. Both are false, not selected. What is the next one? Manager. First condition, false. Second condition, true. Selected or not selected? Not selected. What is the next one? Clerk. First one is true. Second one is false, not selected. What is the final output? Final output is what? Then nothing. No employee is satisfying both. No employee is satisfying both condition, because if he is clerk, he cannot be manager. If he is manager, he cannot be clerk. No one satisfies both. Then what? Or. Sir, in English, they'll ask clerk and manager. I want to see the employees working as clerk and manager. In English, end. But here what? Not end here. Okay, na? Then. So, what is the meaning? If job equals to clerk, selected. If job equals to manager, selected. Yes or no? If employee is clerk, selected. If employee is manager, selected. Understood or not? So it go to the first one. What is the job? Clerk. First condition, true. Selected or not? Yes, because R means at least one. One should be true. What is the next one? Analyst. Both are false. Manager. Then second one is true. Selected. Next one, clerk. First one is true. So it will return clerks and managers. Two clerks, one manager. So what is the operator? Or. Okay, then now. So this is most important here. Like you confuse end and or. So if you give end means employee should satisfy both. Okay, now then you analyze this on one employee. So clerk and manager. Analyze this on one employee. Then so if employee is clerk, select. If employee is manager, select. Okay, then so or. Now display, suppose employees whose ID equals to 100, 103, 105. Then what? If ID is 100, I want to select all the employees whose ID is 100, 103, 105. Then what? MP, where ID equals to Next, ID is 100. ID is equal to 103. ID equal to 105. ID equal to 100. ID equal to 103. ID equal to 105. Then what's it? R. Then what? R. If ID 100 selected, ID 103 selected, ID 105 selected. In this tree, at least one condition is true selected. Okay, then so execute this query. Execute this. What this gives? Then 100, 103, 105. So okay now? Now. Okay, suppose, for example, then I want to see employees working as, okay, working for department 20 and working as manager. Who belongs to 20th department working as what? Manager. He must belongs to 20th department and the job must be manager. So 20th department managers. How? What's that? Select what? Start from EMP, where what? Department number DNO equals to 20. He must belongs to 20 and job must be manager. And job equals to manager. He must belongs to 20 and job must be manager. Okay, then now tell me, sir, what, like, let's see what. So it go to the first one. What is the job? Sorry, what is the department? 10. Condition false, not selected. What is the next one? 20. Job is analyst. No, because here both must be true now. Yes or no? What is the next one? 20. Job is what? Manager. Selected or not? Yes. Next one, 10. No. 30. No. 30. No. How many are there? There is only one. There is one satisfying this. Then, so belongs to 20, working as manager. So, for example, like I want to see this, then employees earning what? More than 5,000 and less than 10,000. More than 5,000, less than 10,000. So his salary must be greater than 5,000, less than 10,000. Then what? Select what? Star from EMP, where salary should be greater than 5,000. Salary should be less than 10,000. Then tell me, both must be true na? Anyone na? Both must be, because his salary must be greater than 5,000, must be less than 10,000. Both must be true. Then what operator we use? And so then what, like, see, then so this is the table. Now this is the actual table. What is the salary? 5,000. Selected or not selected? Selected or not selected? Not selected, because you're asking greater than 5,000, but it is equal to 5,000. Greater than, this is greater than 5,000. Yes. Less than 10,000. Yes. Greater than 5,000. Yes. Less than 10,000. 4,000. No. Then how many are there? Two. There are two. So these two employees, greater than 5, less than 10. If I use greater than equals to less than equals to, then 5,000, 10,000 also included. 5,000 and 10,000 also included. 5,000 is selected. Okay, now? But if you don't use, then 5,000 is not included. Then got it? No. Suppose I'll ask who are joined in, like employees joined in 2020 year. Who are joined in 2020. I'm not asking after 2020, before 2020. I'm asking joined in 2020. Then joined in 2020. Then what is the next height date? Then so if he joins in 2020, means height date will be greater than 1st January 2020, less than what's that? Less than or equal to 31st December 2020. Sir, if he joins in 2020, compulsory height date will be greater than or equal to what? 2020-01-01. Okay, na? Then greater than or equals to 2020. Next height date, what? Less than or equals to what? 2020 12 31st. Then what? End. Where I date greater than or equal to January 1st and I date less than or equals to 31st December. If both conditions are true, means he joined in 2020. Yes or no? Okay, then like there is only one. Okay, got it? No. Suppose, for example, a question is given like this. What is this is like this is when best example to when to use and when to use R. There is a table. They given the table, student number, student name, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Okay, then subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Student 1A, then what is this is 80, 90, 70. Student 2B, then suppose 30, 60, 50. So just a table with 2 rows. I taken a table with 2 rows, student table that contains marks. This table is given, and what they asked is list of students who are passed. List of students who are passed. Next, list of students who are failed. You have to write a query to display the list of students who are passed. Pass mark is 35. Okay, na? How? They wanted to see the list of students who are passed. Then, when student is said to be passed, when student is said to be passed, if we get pass marks in what? All the 3 subjects. If we get pass marks in all the 3 subjects, is result is also pass. Okay. Then select what? Star. Select star from student where what? S1 greater than or equals to 35. S2 greater than or equals to 35. S3 greater than or equals to 35. S1 greater than or equal to 35. S2 greater than or equal to 35. S3 greater than or equal to 35. Then what? And so here all the 3 conditions are true, then its result is pass. You should get pass mark in subject 1, should get pass mark in subject 2, pass mark in subject 3. Okay, then. So if all the 3 conditions are true, means the result is what? Pass. Okay, then suppose I'll ask list of students who are failed, then list of students who are failed, then so when student is said to be failed, when student is said to be failed, if he get fail mark in at least one subject, if he is failed in any one subject, his result is also fail. Then how to write? Select start from student where S1 less than 35, S2 less than 35, S3 less than 35. So here any one condition all the 3 are. Any one all the 3 are. You should get less than 35 in all the subjects or any one subject. Any one subject. If we get fail marks in any one subject, his result is also fail. Then what? R. Operator is R. Okay, then. So you're learning data retrieving techniques. How to retrieve the data from database table. So there is a table, the table contains data, but I want to retrieve the data. You are learning the various techniques to retrieve the data. One of the technique is where condition. Okay, then. So I want to test this. Then I want to test. I want to test these queries are working, giving correct outputs or not. You want to test. Then what you do? You want to practice these questions. Then first create what? Table. Table is not there. First create table. How to create? You know, create table. What? Student. One field is student number, integer, student name. What? Varchar of 10. Subject 1. Integer. Subject 2. Integer. Subject 3. Integer. Like table is created. Insert 1 or 2 rows into this table. How to insert? Insert into student values. Student 1 name is A, 80, 90, 70. What is 80? Bas here, what are these values, Bas? 1. Value 1 is inserted into student number. A is inserted into name. 80 is inserted into subject 1. 90 subject 2. 70 subject 3. Next one 2. B. Then what? 30. Next one 60. Next one 50. Whatever. So insert this. What did he say? 2 rows affected. So 2 rows inserted into table. Now the table is created. Plus the 2 rows are also inserted. Next, this is the table. Select star from what? Student. This is the table. Select star from student. This is a table. So this table contains 2 rows. Yes. Next, what do you want? I want to see list of students who are what? Passed. List of students who are passed. Then it is showing only the first one because the first student is passed. Next, I want to see the list of students who are failed. Then you return query like this. What this query gives? List of students who are failed. Second student is failed. Yes. Okay. So one query gives who are passed. One query gives who are failed. Then. Sir, okay, na? So this is how to write what? How to write what's it? Multiple conditions. Multiple conditions. You can write 3 conditions, 4 conditions, 5 conditions, but should be combined with what? They should be combined with what's it? So then they should be combined with either and or or. Okay, then now then so here now like suppose here job equal to clerk manager, job equal to clerk manager. So here how many conditions you are writing? 2 conditions, 2 values. Here also ID 100, 103, 105. How many conditions? 3 conditions. I given 3 IDs. How many conditions? 3. If I give 10 IDs, if I give 10 IDs, 10 conditions. But writing 10 conditions is difficult or not? Okay, na? Instead of, so writing 10 conditions is difficult. Can we simplify this instead of writing 10 conditions? Okay, na? Yes. How? By using one operator. What that operator is? Inoperator. What that operator is? Inoperator. Inoperate. So when we use inoperator for list comparison. Use in for list comparison. use in for list comparison. Or you can say use in operator for equal to comparison with multiple values. Use in operator for equal to comparison with multiple. Okay. Use equal to in operator for equal to comparison with what? Multiple values. See, once again, where column name equal to value 1, value 2, value 3, so on. This is valida, invalida. Huh? Valida, invalida. Invalid. Why? Why this is invalid? Why this is invalid? Because equal to, what I said, equal to is used with what? Single value. Equal to cannot be used with multiple. You can't use equal to operator to compare multiple values. Always you have to use equal to with what? Single value. So if you use multiple, then it is what? Invalid. Okay, na? Then even if you write, for example, select star from EMP where job equal to what? Clerk, comma, what's that? Manager, then this gives error. Because you cannot use equal to compare multiple. Then, but if you have multiple values, then which operator you use? Where column name, what? In value 1, value 2, value 3, like this is valid. So if you want to compare with multiple, equal to comparison with multiple, use in. Equal to comparison. Single value, use equal to. Multiple values, use in operator. See that? Equal to comparison with multiple values.